Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Update. Executive. Buhari's theme in disarray as NASA Monguno declares war on Abba Kyari. Nigerian National Security Advisor Baba Monguno has accused President Muhammadu Buhari, Chief of Staff Baba Kyari, under the dangerous interference on matters bordering on national security. Consequently, Mr. Monguno has fired a warning memo to all service chiefs to desist from taking further directives from Mr. Kyari, according to a document sent by Premium Time. Mr. Monguno said Mr. Kyari directives to service chiefs were sometimes issued without the knowledge, much less approval of the president. A practice, he said, has added to the government's inability to contain insecurity. Chief of Staff to the president is not a presiding head of security. Neither is his son to be an oath of defending the country. Mr. Monguno, a retired Major General, said in the December 9, 2019 letter, as much unprofessional practice as at presiding over meeting with service chiefs and head of security organization, as well as ambassadors and high commissioners to the executives of the NASA and supervising ministers, are a violation of the Constitution and direct undermining of the authority of Mr. President. Such acts and continual meddling by Chief of Staff have not only reaped our security and defense efforts, but have slowed down any meaningful gain that Mr. President have sought to achieve. Wow. You see, this is the reason why there is a lot going on with our security system in Nigeria. There is somebody somewhere, just an aide to the president, is the one controlling the chiefs of staffs, presiding over meeting, determining what is happening. My people, a lot is happening. There is more going on than beneath the eyes. There is actually more going on in this matter. Mr. Monguno's letter comes as insecurity returns to certain stage as a major cause for worry among Nigerians. Violent attack linked to bandits, kidnap, armed robbery, and vandalism have continued to claim multiple lives and property across the country. The president has repeatedly promised to curb the crisis, many of which he said in office, but has largely failed, like we can see. Security experts, opposition, and federal lawmakers have responded by advising the president to fire his service chiefs. The service chiefs have not been unable to gain or put on hold on Boko Haram insurgents since 2015, when Mr. Buhari named them to have taken charge of various arms of the national security architecture. While previously holding some of land have been taken back from territories. While previously heads lands which have been sown to be taken from the terrorists have now been lands of deadly attack on civilians and military. Targets have worsened since 2018. The Chief of Armed Staff, Takwa Barate, said in recent media interview that the military has degraded insurgents' capacity to attack Abuja and other cities outside the war-raving northeast. National security sources told Premier Time on Monday that the fresh memo shows how Mr. Kyari has helped in keeping the service chiefs in office despite overwhelming call for their outrage. You see, the persons responsible for Nigeria insecurity. Mr. Kyari, an aide to Buhari, is the one. These people are the ones controlling the Buhari, the alleged Jubrim. These people are the ones. They are the ones ruling the country secretly. That's what you're saying, Mr. Kyari. Why we have Abba Ghana, who is supposed to be in office? Kyari is the one really directing the chiefs and telling them what to do. He's the one putting out statements here and there. This is serious, my people. It also underscore the fraction faced by Mr. Monguno and others who found Mr. Kyari interference over the president very domineering for national benefits, sources says. But it also speaks on Mr. Buhari's seemingly inability to control his appointee. Several open confrontations have broken out among his senior aides for the most part of his 5 years in office. Can you hear the secrets that are coming out? Open confrontations have been breaking out in Aso Rock. But you won't hear that, oh. You won't hear it. People have been asked, because it's not Buhari, it's Jubrim. It's the alleged Jubrim. We are yet to really prove this. So he cannot control things. They are controlling things for him. In 2016, Mr. Monguno became locked up in fierce wrath with Mr. Lawal, a former Director General of the State Secretary Services, SSS. Structurally, Mr. Dare was subordinate to Mr. Monguno in his capacity as the overall coordinator of national security. Yet, for several years, the duo rarely interact with one another. Imagine head of security and assistant to head of security don't communicate. How do they discuss national security issues? My people, Nigerians, they hardly interact with one another. The battle line drawn. Mr. Dare was dismissed from office in August 2018, sources says. On another side, the president's wife, Aisha, has also been in perpetual close with Mr. Kyari and other close associates to the president. In late 2019, Mr. Buhari publicly lambasted some of his presidential aides and family members, which include his wife, Aisha, including Giba Shehu and Dare, accusing them of regulating her husband's government. Wow. Because it's not Buhari now. Aisha is trying to speak. They are trying to suppress her. It was unclear whether the crisis, which has browned for several years, has been resolved since several weeks after his dominion is dominating the headlines. Mr. Kyari and two presidential spokesmen, Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu, did not return requests for comment about the memo sent on Monday afternoon. They won't return comments now. Garba Shehu is the one to attack the North if they say anything about Buhari, and Femi Adesina, that devil, is the one to reply the South, the Southeast, and the South-South if they say anything about Buhari. Did you hear the news? So they've been breakout of issues between Buhari and his aides, his senior aides in the house. His wife, everybody, they've been serious aid. His wife directing and leading the people on what to do. And even Buhari, that's why he made that statement that his wife belongs to the kitchen and the other room. Can you see what is going on in Nigeria? Buhari is not the one in charge. You see people that have been angry, that have been dismissed from office. We don't even know if they are the ones, because they already know about the government sponsoring these Boko boys, giving them money and sponsoring them all around. We don't even know. A lot is going on in the country. A lot is going on. These are people with the nation's money in their hand, and they are going about spreading it and doing evil in the community, all in the aid, to say, you know what, they are just, they are fighting themselves using the Nigerian public, using the Nigerian people as the battlefield. A lot is going on. A lot is really going on, my people. Nigerians, I want us to wake up and I want us to speak against this insecurity, against evil. Look at Baba Gana. He's supposed to be the head of security. And look at Kyari. Kyari is supposed to be an aide to Buhari, but he's the one coordinating and controlling the chief of staffs. Nigerians have repeatedly said Buhari should sack them, but Kyari will not hear of it. He is constantly, defending them before Buhari. I don't know what is going on, but we need to wake up and we need to speak up. We need to let this message travel. Please, my people, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We are here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria. Thanks for listening. God bless. Have a good day. Bye.